Well, a lot of people are anticipating this decision, but we are starting off another week with no decision on Roe versus Wade. The U.S. Supreme Court was back in session today, but no word on the leaked draft opinion.
Many left wondering if we are nearing the end of Roe versus Wade, v. Wade, which granted abortion rights across the country.
Joining us now is Professor Stephen Maynard Caliendo from North Central College. Thank you so much for being here.
It's good to see you both.
You know, it's really interesting because some people have said that they anticipate this to happen later on in the summer. But, Professor, we're looking at the makeup of the court right now. And as you see it, what are you anticipating to happen here?
I mean, the decision will be handed down before the court breaks for a recess, and they don't get back in session until the first Monday in October. But we don't know exactly when that will be released. It doesn't have to be on a day that the justices are working necessarily. There's an information office that will put out the decision. And so it does tend to happen on Mondays. And so it was wise of us to schedule this visit in anticipation of maybe having some news. But no news today. Could come any day. It could come next Monday. So I'll stay on standby.
Okay, we'll all stay on standby for sure. And Professor Caliendo, while we have you, I thought we also might want to switch topics quickly and discuss what's happening later this week. The January 6th committee will take its case public with primetime hearings. How do you suppose that will play out, and what are you anticipating?
That's right. And it's going to be very interesting. Remember that, you know, it hasn't been so long since we had similar kind of events in terms of impeachment hearings in the House for President Trump twice. And then, of course, trials in the Senate. This is very different than that. This is not an impeachment hearing. And from what I'm understanding and hearing and reading about, it seems like it's going to be more of a slick production. That is, I think they have hired a former producer from ABC News to tell a story that's more fluid, that's less legalistic, and it won't be the idea of individual members having 5 minutes or 10 minutes and them all trying to get sound bites for their campaign commercials. This is supposed to be woven as more of a narrative that tells a clear story, which is the reason why they're going to do it during prime time on Thursday.
And I'm expecting it to be very interesting. I want to talk to you real quickly about the trigger laws. I know 13 states have them. That would almost immediately restrict abortion if Roe v. Wade is overturned. Explain how that would actually play out.
Right. That's right. Yeah. We got to remember that the Supreme Court didn't say that abortion was legal. That's not how the ruling went in Roe versus Wade. Essentially, it said that women have a right to make the reproductive choice up to the point of viability during a pregnancy, and that states may not restrict that. And so states know that even if they want to restrict the woman's right to make a choice in that period, they cannot do so. But they have passed laws that said this law will go in effect only if the Supreme Court reverses itself on Roe versus Wade. And so it simply is a timing mechanism. It's also symbolic and political, but it's a timing mechanism to say the moment that the Supreme Court overturns Roe versus Wade, these laws will take effect. We don't have to draw them up, put them through committee, and then pass them. They're ready to go.
Professor Stephen Maynard Caliendo from North Central College, always good to visit with you. Thanks for coming on.
It's great to see you both. Have a good night.
Thanks for being here. Let's